The implications of mankind being an early civilization of the universe. According to NASA, whose research into the composition of the universe seems to indicate that life on Earth has developed quickly in comparison to other worlds. We may not be the very first civilization, but many signs do point to us being one of the fastest to shoot our biological load and form into an advanced race. So, if that's true, then what are our responsibilities? How must we act going forward? What are the implications of mankind being one of the earliest civilizations? If humanity exists upon one of the first 8% of habitable worlds, then it follows that only a small fraction of these will develop advanced life. It's possible we are currently the only intelligent race within an area many light years across, but it won't always be this way. Eventually, others will develop within our own cosmic backyard. When they do, they might look to humanity for inspiration, considering us their universal ancestors. Unless we've obliterated all traces of ourselves, which is not entirely unlikely. On Earth, modern civilizations draw inspiration from the language, culture, and ideas of our earliest races. It was the Sumerians of the late Neolithic and Middle Bronze Age who invented the wheel, agriculture, map-making, the concept of recorded time, and mathematics. These ideas were built upon by later civilizations, who in turn inspire and inform our ways today. Knowledge is easily spread across continents and languages. But can it be spread across stars, planets, and species? Let's hope so, because humanity's achievements may prove vitally important to the development of others. Some ideas, such as the concept of numbers or the study of atoms, may be ubiquitous, and only a matter of time before separate civilizations discover them. But depending on when intelligent life arrives in the cosmos, there are some things they may never come to know, because they turned up too late to observe them. One advantage our prematurely born race has had is we've been able to trace our universe's past due to the observational evidence the Big Bang left behind. We've seen how galaxies develop, how the universe expanded, and where it is heading thanks to the light and electromagnetic radiation left behind. However, in 1 trillion years, the expansion of space will erase this evidence. Early civilizations like us, therefore, have a duty to preserve the origin. As well as passing on ideas and observations, it is also important that we set a good example for how an advanced civilization conducts itself. Personally, I don't want our race to be remembered as bumbling idiots who spent the whole time fighting and jerking it until we blew ourselves to pieces. And nor would it be pleasant for humanity to end up as the Neanderthals of the universe, an inferior race, wiped out as soon as a superior one arrived. Humans must become the kind of advanced race we would want to learn from. As one of the earliest civilizations, we will become standard bearers for our corner of the galaxy, and depending on how successful we are, we may even come to rule the Milky Way, should we endure long enough. As an early civilization, we have an advantage if we ever decide to colonize other solar systems. The Kardashev scale, which ranks a civilization's power, separates advanced races into 3 different types based on their abilities. Kardashev 1 people can harness all of the energy that reaches its planet. Kardashev 2 civilizations can harness the entire power output of their sun. And Kardashev 3 people are capable of using all the energy expended by their galaxy. Estimates place humanity at 100 to 200 years behind Type 1 status, several thousand from Type 2, and 100,000 to 1 million years from achieving Type 3 status. So, with our head start consisting of hundreds of millions, possibly billions of years, galactic colonization seems achievable. We could easily become the dominant species in our galaxy. We would set the rules. We would decide how new civilizations are treated and contacted. We may even become the seeders of life ourselves, helping to speed up the natural process of the universe by dispatching organisms to habitable worlds across the Milky Way. The earliest civilizations on Earth created a template for our modern societies today. They waged war. They improved themselves. They faced horror. And they created beauty. Our kind almost died out on several occasions in the process. But without such risks being taken by our forebears, we wouldn't be here to tell their tales and sustain their legacy. The basis for this video is a theoretical study performed by Molly Peoples and Peter Baruzzi of the Space Telescope Science Institute, which drew upon data collected by the Hubble Space Telescope and the Kepler Space Observatory. Using information we've learned about the past, present, and future composition of our universe, the study concluded that Earth is among the first 8% of all habitable worlds that will ever. In 13.8 billion years, the universe has created hundreds of billions of galaxies. And although star formation is slowing down, planetary formation is not. Within the Milky Way alone, there are an estimated 1 billion habitable worlds. But the vast majority of planets will be born 100 to 1 trillion years from now, and the last stars which support them are expected to burn out in 100 trillion years. If we use this figure as an endpoint for the universe, the time it has left can be conveyed using the cosmic calendar. Traditionally, the cosmic calendar scales the age of the universe down to a 12-month period, starting with a Big Bang. On this scale, the Milky Way formed on March 16th, followed by the solar system on September 2nd, where life developed on Earth 12 days later. This led to the evolution of mammals on the 26th of December, with anatomically modern humans only arriving on the 31st of December at 8 minutes to midnight. Meaning that in the context of the universe's age today, we are latecomers.